Welcome once again for our new episode of Enwisdomization. I am the Enwisdomizer. This is the primordial wave. And don't forget to enwisdomize is to elevate our minds and our consciousness beyond the foolishness we see manifesting within the human population every single day, every single second, every single minute, every single hour. We see stupidity and idiocy and mind control taking place. And our job here is to explain, to expose the mind control system upon this planet, running the world, ruling people, organizing people into hive minds like sheep, right? And taking people's individual free will and consciousness away. Because knowledge is power. We've seen in the context of the new digital social media world, the new reality we found ourselves. This is the new world order. The world of digital cybernetics, the world of artificial intelligence, the world of social media. Social media deals with hive mind. Hive mind means group think, where individual cognition or reasoning, individual perspective is compromised on the platform of cognitive singularity, of group thinking, where the wave of mass thinking dominates the individual, more like a communist infection, where people can no longer think as individuals, they think in group. That is one of the greatest behavioral engineering that the social media has imposed on the people, right? So all of us, everybody globally is being sucked into this abyss of digital cybernetic system, of digital hive mind system, of digital social media system that comes with mind control, that comes with group think. Everybody is sinking like sheep drowning in the middle of an ocean, right? Crying for rescue, crying to be rescued, but it seems no rescue at sight. We have seen the evolution, the emergence of certain personalities or individuals who have appropriated names for themselves, such as influencers. I'm sure you must have heard that concept. Somebody is an influencer. We are trying to expose this terminology and what it stands for, right? And we are trying to let you know that this is an extension of the mind control system by the elite. It is the elite who actually created this terminology and handpicked these individuals and imposed those individuals within their communities to be a conduit, a channel through which the elite controlling system on this world will continue to influence and dominate the consciousness and mindset of the people of this planet. If you understand industrial psychology, you will understand the evolution of the people we call influencer. If you understand group psychology, if you understand group control, you will understand the evolution of the concept we call influencers. It is not like this concept is new. This concept has always existed in all history, right? In all history, we've seen shamans using religious systems to control and lord over the minds of other people. We've seen religious leaders, political leaders influencing tremendously the minds of the population, rendering them incompetent, infertile to think, to reason for themselves. Remember, majority of the population of this world cannot think. It does not matter if they have PhD or they're going to school. Many people cannot think. Many people are system followers. Many people are obedient to the system because by the time you were born, what is the first thing that the society indoctrinates into you? It is obedience. Obedience, you have to obey. Don't question, follow the rule, obey the system. Your parents will beat this into you and condition you never to, quote unquote, rebel against authority. And we have internalized this idea, this behavior as normal. But actually, when you come to look at it, questioning authority is good. Being disobedient is actually good, because name one thing that was created in this world that is highly progressive, that it did not come as a result of somebody defying the conventional pattern of reasoning. Somebody defying their culture, somebody breaking the rule. Most of the things that are invented, many revolutions that became positive revolution that liberated people, came as a result of people being disobedient. Even gaining independence, right? National independence, individual independence came as a result of somebody not following the rule, not complying with the rule. We might talk about this next time, maybe next time on this platform. But our focus today is trying to expose the concept of these individuals who have been imposed on us to influence our behaviors. We're trying to explain that these were the creation of the oligarchs, of the control system, of the Illuminati, of the elite, of the Luciferians. So what the Luciferian elite, or the corporatocratic culture, the corporate system, the companies, mega corporations, right? They are the ones who develop this industrial style psychology, mass behavior mentality to influence other people. So they come to communities. It could be school. When I say community, I'm not just talking of where you grew up. It could be your peer group. It could be, if you listen to certain music, you are a community, right? If you believe in certain ideologies, certain religious ideologies, political ideologies, you are a community. So what the control system does, it could be corporate control system. The companies, how they rule the population, how they impose consumerism on the population. Remember, if you have not studied mind control, if you don't understand mind control, you may not understand what I'm saying and how this is an intentional act by those who lead us. So they come to a particular community and they choose one radical, one individual, maybe who is eloquent, maybe who has a charisma. It doesn't matter what a person does. The person might be an asshole. As long as the person has the charisma to pull crowd to himself, the companies or the technocratic elite, the Luciferians, identify the person and sponsors the person to stand out in the midst of their peers or their community, so that this individual becomes a conduit through which the elites can communicate their mind control system on the people, can impose their mind control system on the people. Even you check the music arena, the hip hop, for example, most of music that this elite system are promoting are nonsensical, low vibrational music. And these quote unquote superstars, who are also influencers, are held in high esteem by the system, right? Because they are using them to modify the behaviors of the masses. So the people you call influencers are behavior modifiers. Behavior modification is real, and the Luciferians are using it to change patterns. For instance, if somebody who is an influencer, who is a popular, who is well known, who is pulling millions of people towards himself, a company, a corporate entity, the elites who run the company will sponsor that individual. They will use him for advertisement. They will market, they will give him products to wear, to promote, right? So that the masses around him will see and try to mimic the same behavior that this person is manifesting. And in so doing, what happens? You create a hive mind. You create more and more a community of people who are hive-minded, who cannot think individually, who look up to the authority, who look up to a persona. Remember, persona deals with fakeness. Persona is like a mask. They look up to this individual to be the banner through which they express their own human existence, right? And that is why I say that it is a leech who invented the concept influencer. The influencer serves the purpose of companies. If you pay attention very well, most of the people who call themselves influencer, they start promoting company products. So they are like signposts. They're like banners for corporate entities to promote this mindless society to buy and consume, If you go to paparazzi, if you monitor paparazzi, the celebrity cultures, most of these celebrities, you see them wearing expensive jewelries and carrying expensive $20,000, $40,000 handbags. These companies will provide these handbags to these people free, because by the people who they influence looking at them carrying this quote unquote, right, handbags or wearing this brand of shoes, it influences the minds of the people to go into irrational consumerism. And that is why I said that they're engineering everybody towards uncritical thinking, towards irrationality, towards stupidity, and most of all, towards consumerism. When you become a mass consumer, you become a thing. You're no longer a human. If your existence depends on your ability to buy product and consume and to identify your humanity with the brand which you wear on your body, it means you've lost your soul. You've lost your identity. You have lost your humanity. And you know how fanatical the masses are about brands. Check, for instance, when Apple company issues out a new product, you see the mass hysteria. It is almost like hypnotic, as if the society is hypnotized. The masses will stand online for days just to get an Apple product. It becomes a sort of religion. Just the name, just the brand alone becomes like a religion. And that is what mass psychosis is. So they are inducing the population to this level of hypnotic trance in order to engineer a society that cannot think. When a society becomes involved in extreme materialism and consumerism, it means that that society has lost its vital, fundamental essence, which is the soul. When an individual begins to identify himself with the brand he wears and becomes religiously and fanatically addicted to brand, that individual has lost their soul. And that is how the kleptocratic elite system want to rule the world. So when you see influencers, know that they are influencing you to be a puppet of the elite. They're influencing you to do the wish of the elite system. They're actually modifying your behavior. They are shaping you. They are molding you to be an agent of the hidden puppet masters, the controllers and the rulers of this world. As I said, oftentimes these so-called influencers, they don't even know that they are under mind control themselves. They are under hypnosis. Like a spell is cast upon them. They don't understand it, even though some of them gain like material goods. Some of them get money. They would like to make you to believe that some of them are rich. Most of these celebrities they're broke. They're broke, right? The system is using them to influence you, to moderate you, to let you know what you can think. Think of a political influencer. It could be a youth. Once the system identifies that an individual has potential, they come and pick that individual up and use that individual. The individual that is being used is often unaware because they themselves are under hypnotic mind control. In the Western society, as I say, they often use MK Ultra style mind control to hypnotize their mind and to continue to perpetuate the behavior which they promote on the people, and the people begin to mimic them. Right? Name your favorite. If you are one of those people who worship celebrities, your favorite celebrity, you see when they wear wristwatch, particular brand or wristwatch, or particular shoe, or particular jewelry, you see how the people go crazy. Many people go into death. Many people go into buying such brands to mimic such behavior. You see how the hidden puppet masters are engineering everybody to make you robotic, to make you artificial, to make you uncritical, to make you unable, to render you unable for cognition, unable for thinking. A political influencer will influence the population for the elite. He is not doing it himself. He thinks he's doing something good. He thinks he's being cool, but he is being used by the system to control the masses. Throughout history, we see that the control system has always been in place. The people have always been controlled. Mostly people don't know that they're being controlled. The behavior is being engineered, is being modified to tally, to agree with the plan, the future plan of the cryptocratic elite. And in the context of the social media, this concept of influencer means that they are creating robotic individuals who are just consumers. They consume news, they consume gossips, they consume material goods. You see, because that's how they see you. They see you as a soulless robot, as a soulless individual incapable of thinking for yourself, who is easily influenced. And remember, if you understand deep occult or psychology, know that people are not as reasonable as we think they are. We all think we're intelligent. We all think our decisions are our decisions. You think like this because you don't understand hypnosis or the occult. Hypnosis is real. Occult hypnosis is real. Subliminal mind control is real. And they use it on the population every day. When you watch television, when you watch advertisements, when you go to speak to your doctor, subliminal mind control is being placed upon you that controls your perception of the world. Those perceptions you have is not yours. It's an engineered behavior designed to work in harmony with the agendas of those in the secret. Those in the secret that you don't know and you may never know. So next time you see somebody who is an elite, don't allow these jackasses to influence your behavior. Don't do that. Personally, I don't envy them. I don't have anything I desire from them. You can't drive me to like Gucci because celebrity is wearing Gucci. You can't. Gucci, one of the most ugly designed, I don't want to say it loud, one of the most ugly, but you see how people are fanatical about it, overly priced, and people spend their hard-earned resources to just wear this ugly stuff to belong. That is behavioral engineering, folks. That is behavioral mass consuming engineering. If you understand mass marketing and group psychology, and they use it to hypnotize the masses every single day. Remember, again, we are moving to the future where they will not be recognizing people as individuals. Individuals will be seen as hive minds in the future, in the digital future, in the technological future we are heading to. As we move into the future, they want to eliminate individual consciousness. They don't want to see you as a soul consciousness. They want to see you as nothing but a material being living in this world who is joined into the hive mind system, who could be controlled at will, right? So if you understand this, you understand how to protect yourself, how to guide your mind, how to not move with the society, or how to not move with the public or with the popular opinion, because oftentimes these popular opinions are the design of the Luciferians. As I said, check for instance, when Apple produces a phone, when they issue out a new phone, see the level of fanaticism, almost to a religious idiosyncrasy, the level of stupidity, the level of addiction, the level of hypnosis to just get a piece of cell phone, right? And what happens? The elites are making money. You work your ass off and spend a lot of money with a product that is often overvalued, right? And you get it. Why did you get it? Just because you want to say, I have it too. Because oftentimes, most of these digital media they're all the same. You can just do the basic thing. You just need to make phone calls and browse and do basic things. Most of these phones do basic things like that. But why do people go into this exaggerated consumerism, consumer mindset, just to satisfy that public hive mind perception? It's because their behaviors are engineered by this company. Remember, before a product like Apple comes out, what happens? They begin to market it. They begin to appeal to your subconscious mind, to your reptilian brain. Remember, these people are geniuses, and most of these people who promote these commercials and products are versed in psychoanalysis, in psychoanalytic, in psychology. They understand your reptilian brain. There's something called the triune brain. The most debased part of your brain is called the reptilian brain, right? It's the most primitive part of your brain. It's prone to hypnosis. If you want to hypnotize somebody, just have access to their reptilian brain. You can control them because it's based on impulse. It's based on crude reaction, right? On impulse. Now, those who control you will not let you go to these other aspects of your brain called the prefrontal cortex, right? Because your prefrontal cortex is where you think, where you reason. So they appeal to your feelings based on your reptilian brain to be able to program your subconscious mindset to spend all your money buying all this. Have you ever seen somebody who work and they can't save money because they keep seeing new brands to buy? Your behavior is designed like that. You're chasing shadow. These companies are using occult hypnosis, right, on you. They are using spell on you. Don't understand it. Also remember some of these logos of the company, for those who understand occultism. Some of the logos of the company you see out there are occult logos, including Apple, right? Apple, so the Apple computer is a bite of Apple. You see like a symbol of Apple with, like a bite off of that Apple. It's an occult symbol, if you understand that. I'm talking about the primordial essence. If you go back to the book of Genesis, you see the tempting of Eve with Apple, taking a bite of Apple. They are saying something Luciferian. And I'm not trying to be like a Luddite, not to make people use technology. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to expose the mind control system running this planet and how we can maintain our soul, because they are taking souls away from people. If you watch social media platform, you see people are becoming more hive mind. And once you become hive mind, you are no longer a soul. And the secret societies, the Luciferians, the Illuminatis are winning. Remember, a lot of people cannot see beyond the illusion. They see just companies producing goods. They see their favorite celebrities. How many people understand MK Ultra Mind program? Probably take somebody a year to understand, to study and understand that MK Ultra Mind program, the history and how they use it on people. How many people understand mind control system like Project Monarch, trauma-based mind control system, where you can really take over somebody's mind like a parasite and dictate what a person does, control them. But you're not there. Few people understand that, and because they don't understand that, they think that what they see out there in the world is actually what is or what is going on. But what they see is nothing but optical illusion. So now, to make this episode last longer, the people you call influencers are agents. They are minions of the hidden forces of control that you don't know. They are under mind control themselves, and they are being used for behavioral engineering of the population, right? All they have to do is to bring out one good musician that is charismatic, and they promote the person. It doesn't matter what the person do. It might be the most foolish individual. The music they're singing, the song they're singing might be the most dense, low vibration that condenses your spirit into low form of existence. But then they will promote this individual, and you will be addicted to them, and they use them to do what? To remote control your mind and to organize you like sheep into a hive mind. So will you be able to extricate your minds from such control? Because this world, especially in this new age we're entering, right? This new age of artificial intelligence, the elite system want to organize everybody into collectivization, into sort of socialist, communist hive mind, and is working on a global platform. You don't see it because you don't understand mind control system. So these influencers are nothing but signposts. They are banners through which corporate oligarchs or companies or elites or Luciferians or the Illuminati control the behaviors of the masses. They're like radios. You have may have radio in your hand, but you have the station. So those who are broadcasting what the celebrity or the influencer is saying are in the station. So the radio or the influencer is just an equipment broadcasting this negative low frequency to you that is keeping your spirit trapped in consumerism, in materialism. And the goal of those who promote this kind of thing is to eventually reduce man to nothing but a consumer agent, consumer being, soulless anthropoid, right? Soulless individual, a consumer-based material being devoid of spiritual essence, right? They want to remove your soul away from you and make you only be based on the physical manifestation of matter. And once you do that, the devil has won, and you don't want the devil to win. This is the Primordial Wave, and I am the Enwisdomizer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.